We're talking about the real estate market in the third quarter of 2024 and what happened. Let's get down to it with a little bit of news. It's important to know that in the past year, rates dropped from 8% to almost 6%, without the Fed even touching the Fed funds rate. Last week, they did it. They dropped the Fed funds rate a half a point, and it did not affect mortgage rates at all because it was kind of baked in. But today, we saw mortgage rates pop up a quarter point. That's huge and not good news. And why that happened is because a jobs report came out today that was actually good news. Great news for jobs, people employed. Those were great numbers, but that's actually bad for mortgage rates. It kind of sucks the way it works that way, but it does. So right now as I speak, rates are about 6.5%. On top of all that, there was a recent poll that came out that said only 5% of current homeowners felt comfortable putting their house on the market while mortgage rates were above 6%. And you might ask why? Why would they care? Well, a lot of those homeowners are also home buyers after they sell their home. So yes, they do care about the mortgage rate that they get on their next home. However, 35% of those homeowners felt comfortable putting their house on the market once mortgage rates got under 6%. We were darn close, but we took a step back today. However, rates are trending down over the next time period, call it 3 to 18 months. We will see rates in the 5s, and we will see those homeowners make a move. So when we get into today's numbers for the third quarter, the name of the game is still volume. Volume's down. There are not as many homes for sale as there were in like 2021. Let's get into it. In Glendale, the average price of a home was $1,547,000. That was up 1 point. The average price per square foot, $812, was down 1 point. Kind of a wash. Burbank saw the average sale price down 4% to $1,320,000, and the average price per square foot up 6%, okay? Which means not bad increase for Burbank. If this information's interesting to you, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We want to give you as much of it as possible. In NELA, the Northeast LA area, that's the epicenter of cool where all the hipsters live, we saw the average sales price drop 3% to $1,568,000, and we saw the average price per square foot stay even at $962 a square foot. Let's go to Pasadena. Pasadena saw the average sale price shoot up 16% to $1,956,000. And it also saw the average price per square foot rise 9% to $914. Now, the size of the sale in Pasadena also went up about 10%. So people bought bigger homes. In the Valley, it's huge, okay? But the average sale price in the Valley was up 8% to $1,250,000. The average price per square foot was also up 7% to $659. Hollywood Hills saw the average sale price jump 16% to $3,558,000 and saw the average price per square foot increase 6% to $1,120. Really healthy numbers out of the Hollywood Hills. Let's go to Hollywood, West Hollywood, Miracle Mile area. We saw the average sale price jump 17%. That is $2,830,000 for an average house in that area, where the average price per square foot dropped 5% to $949. Let's go to the Westside. This is the big ticket numbers. This is all of Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, Bel Air. The average sale price was down 1% to $3,167,000, and the average price per square foot down 1%. That's a pretty flat reading year over year. Let's go to South Los Angeles. The average sale price was up 4% to $1,100,000, and the average price per square foot up 2% to $642, pretty flat in South LA. Let's go to the South Bay. We're talking Torrance and the beach areas. Average sale price up 3% to $1,941,000. Average price per square foot flat at 0. A nice flat reading out of that area year over year. So what does this all mean? Prices are holding. Prices are not dropping, even though rates have been elevated for the last year, but they've been coming down. And we think as the rates come down, more people feel comfortable about putting their house on the market, and more buyers come to the market because of the lower interest rates. We're gonna see a healthy increase in prices next year and in sales volume. Now, just to understand where all that comes from, nationally, we got about 5 million sales a year. That's average going back forever. In 2021, there were 6.3 million sales in the United States. But last year, there were 4.6 million sales in the United States. That's a huge drop in volume in the number of homes sold. And it's only because not as many homes came on the market as they did in the previous years. So there you go, that's what's going on in the greater LA area. If you're curious about what's going on in your part of LA, reach out, we're happy to help. If you book tonight, that's fiction. I'm outside, no pictures. You want me?